Hey guys, this is Jay Temple, and this is how to deal with CPS part 2. So I'm going to get briefly right into it. I'm going to go through step by step how you deal with CPS, because I know at this point you're angry. At this point you're probably frustrated, like I've been. You're getting very angry at this point. So it's very difficult to deal with this situation. It's very serious. So I want to go by step. So, step one is pretty much working through asking, if you have dyfs come to your home, you want to ask for identification. You want to ask, when someone shows up at your door, and they're asking about your kids, you have the right to be a little suspicious, So CPS is, workers will not have a problem with showing their identification. They don't have any issue. They should. If they don't, then that's an issue. That's a red flag right there. Number two is understanding why they're visiting you. You are, of course you're upset right now. Your child is involved in this in investigation. Nonetheless, it's CPS's responsibility to report a neglect. So if you're going through a false report, I know it must be very frustrating, but the thing is, you don't want to get angry with them. It's better to cooperate, because even in my situation, I've been angry and I've almost wanted to jump down the lady's throat. So this is our children we're talking about here. So I've gotten to the point where I've had to sign for a psychological evaluation. I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I clearly wanted to slap the paper out of her hand and walk out the door, because that's my child. So, these are just steps I'm going through when dealing with CPS, Three, you want to ask about who the report concerns, because even when I'm going through this now, you want to make sure that who the report is against, because it may not be against you, it may be against another adult in the household or adult that's in a child's life. So it may be the father or it may be the mother that it's against, and you may not have any idea. So it's good to ask questions on who the report is against. You need to find out who is against. Also, allow the child to be alone with the workers. Now, unless you feel uncomfortable with that, you can always speak to your lawyer on how you can deal with that. That's another option. That's another video for another time that I could post for you guys. Also, you want to allow, the workers will want to interview your child. So, you want them to be able to talk to your child. You want them to be able to see the truth from them, if they're, depending on the age. Now, if they're an infant, most likely you're going to be in the room with them, especially if they're sickly. Like my child is, she's sickly. She's only 5 months, so most likely we're going to be in the room in the household with her, and we're going to be there with her. So most likely that's not the case for everyone. Definitely answer questions respectfully, thoroughly. The workers will want to interview, like I said, they want to interview your child. Of course, you're angry at the thought of someone, investigating you or someone in your child's life. So, instead of getting angry and refusing this, I say that it's best to cooperate, but know your rights at the same time, know your rights, because just because someone tells you something doesn't mean it's correct. So always seek a lawyer to protect you, because some parents feel that it's not necessary for me to have a lawyer. We'll deal with this on our own. It's not really a good idea, because then it makes it much more difficult and much more weight on both parents when they're dealing with CPS and they're dealing with a case like this. Another thing is, you want to know your rights. What rights CPS has. You want to know what rights they have against you, because if you refuse, their rights they've stated to me. They forced us to sign that paper stating that if you don't sign it, we're going to take you to court. So in other words, and they'll also put your child in foster care for up to 3 days, not including holidays and not including the weekends. So it's a very frustrating situation, and you need to know what rights they have as well. if you're not required to go to court or go to a hearing, then it's important to know, for you to be there. If you have to go to court, definitely show up. Don't just not show up at all. Don't just not, I'm not gonna go. This is crazy. I'm not doing it. If my advice to you is get you a lawyer, and if you don't agree, and if you're in a position I am where you have to do a psychological evaluation, you want to sign those. You may not want to sign those papers. I did, based on the fact that I didn't want them to see that we were refusing or we had anything to hide. But if you're in the situation where you did sign, then what you should do is, you have to go. I would tell you to speak with the dyfs, speak with them, and have your lawyer alongside with you discussing if you have to be evaluated by their doctor. Can you be evaluated by your own doctor? So see if you can have your own doctor evaluate you instead of them using their doctors, because dyfs has this system, this way of closing in on you, and they have this way of wanting to see you fail. So, this is the state, and this is the way the state is designed. So I'm trying to help you guys in dealing with the same situation I'm dealing with now. So you want to know your rights, and these are the things that you are going to do to deal with dyfs. I'm dealing with the same case right now with trying to see if I can use my own doctor to be psychologically, because psychologically I feel I can take care of my child just as all other parents feel they can. I feel that it's a shame for certain mothers out there that are fighting by themselves in this situation. So I just want you guys to please share this video, please subscribe. I thank you for your feedback and watching my first video. There is more videos to come on how to deal with CPS. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. And I really thank you for watching. Again, this is Jay Temple, and thank you for watching How to Deal with CPS Part 2.